Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we'll be redoing the front brakes on this 97 Pontiac Sunfire, same as any 92 to 05 Cavalier Sunfire, and really similar for just about any car with front disc brakes. You may have some tools will be different, but this is the basic procedure to replace your front brake pads and rotors. Tools you'll need for these J-body cars is a 3/8" Allen wrench, and if you have a longer one, that's best. A 19mm socket and ratchet to remove your wheels and tires, flat blade screwdriver, and a large C-clamp.
So I've taken the wheel off and I've turned the wheels so you can easily access the back of the caliper, and this is typical of most cars. So if you don't exactly have a Sunfire and you're watching this, you're going to remove these 3/8" Allen bolts, one here, okay, and one right up here. So first, you might have seen on that lower one, had a bunch of dirt in it. You want to make sure I just got a little screwdriver, just cleaning that out a little bit. Okay, now if you have a nice big 3/8" Allen wrench like this, usually you can get enough leverage to get those bolts off. If you have a smaller one, a little trick for you, or just to make it easier, you put the Allen wrench on there, you take a larger wrench and put it on like that. That gives you leverage, and you just pull nice and easy. Don't tug and don't jerk on it. Just pull nice and easy, and it'll come off. That just provides you some more leverage. Okay, now with those bolts out, maybe go back to your wrench and use it to pry the caliper off. Okay, once you get it going, you should just be able to. Okay, so here's your caliper, and now the shoes will come right out. This inside one is just held on the back by some clamps. Okay, and then this outer one has these clamps holding it here. So you basically just kind of need to pull it. You're pushing it this way out of the caliper and then sliding it up. Okay, so you've got the caliper out and up there, and the discs, really easy. Just work them right off. Okay, so you can see, nice new rotor from 1AAuto.com. The exact same as the original. It goes right on. What I actually like to do is I put a lug nut on just to hold it in place. Just makes it that much easier to get the caliper and new pads on. Okay, so really the only special tool you're going to need in this repair is a big C-clamp like this. What you have to do is the caliper, okay, this is the piston, okay? As your brakes wear, the piston kind of comes out of the caliper, and you can see it's up above there. And what you need to do is take a C-clamp and put it in, and basically just work the caliper piston back in. It actually just requires, you can see the piston going back down in. Okay, and it goes in. Okay, so here are the new shoes from 1A Auto. Okay, and the smaller one is the inside one. These clips go inside that round bore of the caliper, and then this clips on. Okay, so here's your caliper, and then this one goes kind of upside down, right inside, and then push that clip right in. That one's held in place, and this one goes this way. Okay. Basically just kind of pull it right down. Okay. And then put it right down in. Okay. Okay, you can see that this part of the shoe you want to have go down in there, and this there. Okay. Make sure your bolts are out. Okay. Everything's all lined up good, and now you can just tighten up. I'll start one of these bolts in and tighten up your caliper bolts. Okay, so a couple of notes while I'm getting these bolts going. First, when you use your C-clamp and clamp the piston, you're going to be forcing brake fluid back into your master cylinder. So if you've recently filled your master cylinder, you're just going to want to probably actually reach in there and scoop a little bit of fluid out, or else your master cylinder could overflow and it could go everywhere. Second is be very careful the first time you drive your car, because when you first hit the brakes, it's going to have to fill this up again and push the brakes together. So you want to basically pump your brakes a few times before you get going, and then even when you get going, just be very careful. Just go 5 or 10 miles an hour the first time and test your brakes and make sure they're working. Make sure there's nothing in front of you. But just don't go out and drive on the road until you're confident that your brakes are all working fine. Okay, now like most people, I don't have the proper bit for a torque wrench. Okay, so I have this long 3/8 Allen wrench, and I'll basically pull as hard on that as I can, and that's probably good enough, but I'll also, just for good measure, stick a wrench on here and just pull a little tighter. Okay, so now we can put our wheel back on and make sure the brakes are working, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so my lug nuts are on there and tightened up a little bit. Now I'm just tightening them to 75 foot-pounds. And I use a star pattern. I put the lug nut covers on and just use my socket and by hand just tighten them up.
Couple notes while I'm finishing up. Just make sure you check your brake fluid, pump your brakes a couple times, make sure you get the calipers to reseat. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.